Hi, welcome to my kitchen. I am Chef Radhicka and I firstly want to thank Amul for starting this initiative of simple homemade recipes. Especially in this time of lockdown, we really do need these simple recipes to keep us busy, to brush up our culinary skills and also to please everybody in our houses with some yummy delights that we can cook. So thank you Amul, it's a brilliant initiative. Now what I am making today is a Ricotta Mango Parfait. The name might sound complicated, but it's not complicated at all. It's a very simple dish. In this we'll be making our own fresh ricotta. Mango, as you all know what mango is. And parfait. Parfait is basically the name for a French cream which was made similar to ice cream, but then later that cream was used to layer desserts. So we'll be layering these desserts, that's why we are calling it a parfait. So let's start making this dish. First of all, let me tell you about the ingredients. Most importantly, we need Amul milk. So I'm using tone, you can use full cream or tone, whichever you like. I'm using tone, 1 liter. We'll be using any one of these, either the cream or the mithai made, that choice is yours. And then we'll be using Amul butter, mangoes, the star of this dish, lemons, I mean the summertime, they're so zesty, they're so fresh and vibrant, so obviously lemons, and some crushed biscuit. You can use a lot many more things in place of the crushed biscuit, but choice is yours and we'll talk about that when I'm using that. So we will start with the Amul milk, 1 liter. We need to take all of the 1 liter milk in a saucepan. Now fresh ricotta is a very fresh, soft Italian cheese. You must have heard of it a lot of times. It's available in the market, but I like to make it fresh because nothing better than fresh cheese. And why go to the market when you can make it fresh at home? It's super delicious, super easy, and you don't need many ingredients. You just need milk and some lemons. Now while our milk is getting ready, we will just prepare our lemons. So I need the juice of 2 lemons. Of course, you can use more than 2, you can use 3, depending on the size of the lemon, depending on how much juice the lemon has. I'm using 2, but always have 1 or 2 lemons standby as a backup. So you just need to squeeze out the lemon juice. Now my milk is getting hot. I don't have to boil the milk. It just has to be hot. So what we do is, आप लोगों ने पनीर तो कई बार खाया होगा घर में. So this is quite similar to paneer. So what we have to do is, this is quite similar to paneer. So the only thing is that paneer खाना बहुत आसान है, it's very easy. But ricotta is just that one step that you do wrong and you get paneer. And if you do it the way I tell you, you will get fresh ricotta. So here I have the juice of 2 lemons. Ready. Now what you have to be careful about. You have to make sure that your milk is hot. Very hot, almost touching boiling temperature, but it should not be boiling. As soon as you start seeing bubbles around in the pan, I will put off the flame. Now what happens is that if you make it similar to paneer, you add it to boiling milk and you keep cooking it, it becomes a hard cheese, that is paneer. Ricotta is very soft, it's a very soft and creamy version of paneer. A lot of times ricotta banate hue, I have also made paneer. and that day we've all eaten paneer bhuji. So don't let it go for a waste if you make paneer, just make paneer bhuji out of it. So as you can see, I have started getting these bubbles around, and as soon as all the whole pan around here has bubbles, I will add my lemon juice. Now remember, you don't have to keep stirring it, because the more you stir it, the tougher the ricotta will be, and we don't want the ricotta to be tough. So as soon as the bubbles will start coming, we add the lemon juice. Ricotta can be used in a lot of different forms. It can be used in desserts, like we're using it today. It can be used in cakes. It can be used in different bakes. It can be used as a filling for ravioli. So you can even do that at home. Make sure that your milk is hot all around. What happens sometimes is that the milk is only hot at the edges where it's touching the pan, and it's not very hot in the center. So only once I'm going to stir it to make sure that the milk has become hot. Now I think this is the right time to add the lemon juice. So come here and see it. So can you see some bubbles around here? Maybe more from my side I can see many more bubbles, but okay. So at this time I just turn off the flame. Keep your juice and your spoon, add it, stir it, and leave it. Now what happens is, please don't touch it, because when we touch it too much or stir it too much, the cheese is not very soft. We want the cheese to be soft. And 1%, if it doesn't happen, we have ways of making it happen, so don't worry about that. Now while that is happening, I will do my mangoes. So here what I've done is I've cut the mangoes and kept them, because obviously we want to save some time. But I've taken about 3 mangoes like these, big mangoes. And you can use any other fruits like strawberries, blueberries, kiwis, grapes. You can do a mixture of fruits, so it can be a mixed fruit parfait. You can do however you like it. But of course mango is the fruit of the season, so why not use mangoes? This is the best. So for this, I am taking lemon, and I'm going to be taking the zest. Zest is only the outer part of the lemon. That's the green, the peel of the lemon, which has a lot of fragrance and very lemony flavor. So please make sure that you do not take the white part of the peel, only the top part. So can you see, I'm just turning it, and do it directly over your fruit, because all the juices and all the oils of the lemon will go right into your fruit. Now this dessert actually does not really require too much of sugar. You can skip adding any additional sugar. Oh, of course you can add if you like it a little more sweet. So this is the most important part, because this has got all the flavors of the lemon. So don't throw this away, okay? Just make sure it goes all in your mango. And now we take the same lemon and put a little bit of the lemon juice. If you like it more tangy, you can add more lemon juice. This gives a really nice flavor to your mangoes and a very fresh, fragrant, summery taste. Mix it up. You can put it back in the fridge. to ricotta. Now, can you come here? And can you see on top, this is like this, but maybe when I stir it, it's not completely separated at the bottom. Let's see. Oh, wow. This is amazing. Can you see the solid cheese and that liquid, that greenish liquid? That's the way. That's the way. So actually, this is done. Now don't leave it for very long in this hot water because then it starts getting more tougher. Here I have a bowl which is lined with a soup strainer, and this is any regular muslin cloth, cheesecloth, cotton cloth, anything that you have. Be very careful when you're putting it because if you do it towards yourself, it'll splash and it's really hot. Look at that beauty. And as you can see, that the pieces are very, very small. They're not those solid pieces that we get when we make paneer. So now we have to wait for all the liquid to drain. Now that liquid will make sure how soft your cheese is. If you keep a lot of liquid in the cheese, it'll be a softer cheese. If you drain out all the liquid from the cheese, it'll be a slightly harder, firmer cheese, but obviously not as hard as our regular cheeses. So I'll just put this at the back. Now, while that is there, let's talk about our biscuits. Here I have, you can take any biscuit. You can take a digestive biscuit, you can take a cookie, you can take a oats biscuit, you can even take cereal, you can take muesli, you can take granola. Choice is yours. Whatever you like, however healthy you want to make it. You can even take a mix of nuts in place of this. I have just taken digestive biscuits. They give a really nice crunch and crisp to the dish. So here I have about 150 grams of biscuits, to which I will be adding melted Amul butter, so to 150 grams of biscuit, I'll be adding around 50-60 grams of butter. And that just needs to melt. The butter gives it a very nice taste, texture, because it kind of becomes a little more crisp and more coated with the fat. And also, if you want to make this as a pie, this whole dish can be turned into a pie or a cheesecake. You can set it in a pie dish or a mold. So the butter will help your pie to set very, very well. So let's do it fast. I want to do my recipe fast so that I can try to at least answer to some questions in the end. It is ready almost. So I've crushed it with a rolling pin. You can crush it with a rolling pin, or you can put it in a food processor and process it, pulse it, however you like it. We don't have to cook the butter, we just have to melt it. And that's it. This butter, it's smelling so amazing. I think the star product of Amul is butter. It's divine. Just mix it well and rub it a little so that it reaches to every grain of the biscuit. There. You can also, along the biscuit, if you want, add nuts or the muesli to it to make it healthier. And the texture of the biscuit will also remain, and the health factor will also add to it. There you go. Yes, this is ready. Now, let's get the ricotta. So obviously this ricotta is going to take some time. It's going to be very hot. I cannot use hot ricotta for our dish, and I don't have so much time. So what I did was I made the ricotta similar way about an hour back, and I put it in the fridge. So what happens in the fridge is that it becomes a little cool, and as you can see, it's a little set, but it's soft. And what I do to it is I take a whisk. A whisk does the job very easily. You don't need a hand beater or anything like that. A whisk will do it. So we just kind of whisk it a little to give it a little creaminess and fluffiness, but it will not become smooth. It will always be a little grainy. And can you see the amount of liquid that's there? That I kept a little liquid in it to keep it soft and creamy. But if you're making a ravioli or something like that, then it's better you don't have that liquid there. Now, to this cheese, we will be adding something. Now, it depends on you what you want to add to it. The choice is between mithai mate and Amul cream. If you don't want to add any sugar to it, you want to keep it natural, only with the biscuits and the mango, then you can skip the mithai mate. Of course, I love it with mithai mate, it's better. But if you want to do that, you can skip it. In that case, you can add a little bit of Amul fresh cream. So what it does, it gives it a little pouring consistency to make this dessert. And whenever you're using Amul cream, please make sure that you shake it very well, because it settles, and sometimes you think it's spoiled or something like that. It's not spoiled, it's just that it's separated. Make sure you've mixed it well. Obviously, today I'm using mithai mate. We don't need too much of mithai mate for it. So anywhere around 4 or 5 tablespoons, or maybe less also, of mithai mate that you need to add to it. We will add and see how much we need. Ricotta usually is not a salted cheese. It is a plain cheese, and you can add salt or sweet to it according to your choice. A little more. Wow. Perfect. Oh, you know, parfait actually means perfect in France. So this comes from that. So you actually made a perfect parfait. That's it. And we get a smooth, yummy, luscious, creamy ricotta. So let's look at all the elements of our dish. That's mangoes, this is the ricotta cream, and our biscuits. Now to make this, you can do it however you want. You can set it in this one big dish for a party or for a dinner party where you don't want individual portions. It sets very well. In about an hour, it will be perfect, and you'll be able to scoop it out very nicely. Or you can do it in individual, like I like to do it in these kind of glasses. They give a really nice look to the dish, and you can see the layers. You can also do it in those tall glasses. Have you seen those ice cream glasses, those honey glasses? They're actually known as parfait glasses, so you can even use those if you like. Now, just a little bit of the biscuit. So if you're setting it in this dish, the biscuit, after putting it, just press it well so that it sets. Wow, can you see how amazing this is? How creamy and grainy. Now, if you want, you can add more of the cream or something to make it a little more pouring consistency. I like it like this, it's better. a little bit of the biscuits. Not too much in the middle. Just a little. Obviously, it looks very pretty. You keep checking that how your dish is looking. Use a smaller spoon. You can actually make a lovely cheesecake out of this. It's so beautiful and creamy. I would have made something like that, but I thought that would require a lot of time to chill and you will not be able to see the final dish, which I wanted you to see. Okay, lovely. And then the final mangoes. Is there anyone here who doesn't like mangoes? I think the whole year the one fruit that I wait for is mangoes. They are so luscious and delicious. Yeah. Let's have a look. Wow, looks lovely. Okay, so finally, right now I'm just making one glass because I don't have that much time. I am using some fresh mint leaves to garnish it. You can use mint leaves, you can use pistachios, chopped pistachios, pistas. They look very nice on it. Obviously, if I have mint leaves, I will kind of use that. You can even use dried fruits, berries like blueberries and cranberries. And there. Okay, there you go. Now, make sure you chill this for some time in the fridge before eating, because obviously it tastes best when it is chilled. And obviously if you can't wait, then just dig it, no worries. Okay, so I'll just try to take some questions. Keep looking at the Ricotta Parfait. I'll come. Okay. Yes. Can you use mango pulp? Yes, you can use mango pulp, absolutely. Obviously, but right now there are fresh mangoes, so preferably use fresh mangoes, they will taste better. Questions? Okay, looks yum, looks yum, looks yum. Okay, superbly laid. Okay, somebody said they don't like biscuits. So if you don't like biscuits, as I've told you, you can use granola, you can use muesli, you can use nuts. And if you don't want to use any of those things, it's okay. Just use the parfait cream and fruits. What else? Recipe and measurements, please. Okay, I have told you about it, but so 1 liter milk with about 2 lemons is the most important for ricotta. Rest is almost through approximation. But other than that, you can find a recipe of this on my website, which is www.theculinaria.in, or you can see on my Instagram page. What else? Okay, looks amazing. No. Okay. I want some questions about. Seems like everybody's understood the recipe. Wow. Okay. Is ricotta same as our chenna? Yes. It is actually quite similar to our chenna. It is almost same as our chenna. The only thing is that we have to be very particular about the texture of ricotta. Sometimes when you're making chenna and paneer, we tend to make it a little more tougher. It becomes very tough because we let it boil on the flame and we add too much of the lemon juice or something like that. So it's quite similar to chenna, and you can actually use chenna also. Okay. Who else? What else? Okay, no. How much mithai mate you added? Okay, so I added about hardly, it's like not even 1/4 of the can that I added. I mean, really, you can see. It's almost there. So hardly I added anything. How much time do we have? Can I answer some more questions? Okay, I do have 3-4 minutes. Okay. Fruit. Okay, somebody's just asked me what other fruit they can use. As I just mentioned, you can use many more fruits. You can use strawberries, you can use blueberries, you can use kiwi, you can use grapes. You can use, avoid using fruits like banana, because that will become a little brown, and bananas don't chill very well. So they become a little mushy. So avoid using bananas. But you can use pomegranate, you can use, you can actually also try making it with melon, because melon is in the season right now, and I love melon, so it will taste amazing with melon. And lychee is about to come in the season, so you can use lychee. What else? Do we need to wash it to get? No, not at all. You don't need to wash the ricotta with water. The lemon flavor is amazing. Let it be. Or are you talking about the mango? Okay, even if you're talking about any of those things, we have put the lemon flavor in it. We want the lemon flavor to remain in it, so don't wash anything. Can you repeat the chena recipe? Chena, okay, let's call it ricotta. 1 liter of milk, 2 to 3 lemons. Just before boiling, turn off the flame, add the lemon juice, and let it sit for 10 minutes. Okay, anything else? And now while we are still here, I want to show you this ricotta that we made. Okay, can you see this? It's, okay, the camera is there. So it's drained out, and this is almost soft. So it's like, can you see the texture? It's quite soft and creamy. Actually, I'm feeling like it's like a grainy cream in my hand, which is very nice. So we want that texture. Okay, so I think now I will sign off, and it was a lovely experience cooking for all of you from my kitchen, the Culinaria. And I am so thankful to Amul for letting me do this. I think Amul has so many brilliant products that we don't even realize we use all of them in our houses. Mostly, well, I think 60% of my grocery consists of Amul products. So I think it's mostly for everybody like that. So anyway, stay home, stay safe, and keep cooking, and keep trying out new recipes. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm posting new recipes almost every day for everybody to try. And just brush up your cooking skills. Do it now, okay? So take care, and bye-bye, and see you all soon sometime. Bye.